Hi, this is Camille, and our activity was based on the communicative language teaching approach. So this approach has an emphasis on learning to communicate through meaningful interaction in the target language. In this case, the target language is English. The second thing that this approach does is it introduces authentic text into the learning situation. It also enhances the learner's own personal experiences as important contributions in classroom learning. And finally, this approach attempts to link classroom language learning with language activities outside of the classroom. So Saba, Sophia, and I agreed that the best way to incorporate an activity that reflected this approach was to create a Jeopardy game. So what we did was we created a Jeopardy game that was titled A Day at the Zoo. And this Jeopardy game had different categories. The first category was giraffes, the second category was eating, the third category was animal show, the fourth category was gift shop, and the final category was go home. So in this Jeopardy game, what we did was we had different levels from level 100 to 500 in each category. We used the different levels of Bloom's taxonomy in order for our students to answer the questions. So obviously 100 was the easiest question and 500 was the hardest question. So you would get more points with the harder questions that you answered correctly, and that would make you basically win the Jeopardy game. Whoever won the Jeopardy game had the most points in the end. So the different levels of Bloom's taxonomy that we used was remembering, understanding, applying, evaluating, analyzing, and creating. So what we wanted our students to do was we wanted to see if they could, do basic things such as answer basic questions, and then if, maybe they could synthesize the information together and piece together information in order to evaluate their day at the zoo, or in order to say whether or not they enjoyed themselves, whether or not they didn't like something, in order to compare two different things at the zoo. And you can definitely see all of this in our video. So I really hope you enjoy our activity, and I really hope that you agree just as much as we do that this activity is a wonderful reflection of communicative language teaching.
Hi class, my name is Sophia.
I'm Camille.
And Saba.
And today we are going to do a very fun Jeopardy day based on our field trip to the zoo yesterday. So we have divided the three of you guys into teams.
So team 1, raise your hand. Team 2, raise your hand. Team 3, raise your hand.
Okay, so what you guys are going to do is we're going to go by team 1, 2, and 3, and you guys are going to answer the questions based off of what you choose. So team 1, which one would you like to do?
Animal show, 200.
Okay, and remember to try to answer the questions in complete sentences.
And to the best of your ability.
Which type of animals do you want to see at the animal show?
I'd like to see the lion at the animal show.
Okay, so team 1, you get a point for answering it in complete sentences.
Okay, team 2, pick your category and your level, please.
Eating 300.
Okay. What do you use to eat your favorite foods?
I use a knife and a fork.
Okay. You get 300 points because you answered in a complete sentence. Thank you.
Team 3, please pick your category.
200 for eating.
What type of foods are available here that you would like to eat?
I would like to eat the grapes.
Okay, you get 200 points.
Alright, so right now team 2 is in the lead with 300 points. Team 1, would you like to pick a category and a level?
I would like gift shop for 400.
So what is the difference between the two items you want to buy at the gift shop?
I can either buy a t-shirt or maybe a baseball cap.
Okay. And what's the difference between those items?
Maybe the color.
The color? Okay. Thank you for stating the difference in what you want to buy and what is that difference. So you get up to 600 points. Team 2?
Go home 200.
Okay.
Describe how we will get home.
On a bus.
Okay, can you say that in a complete sentence, please?
I will get home on a bus.
Okay,
Good
thank
job.
you.
Thank you.
Team 3, which category would you like to pick?
Go home for 400.
Describe from first to last what we did at the zoo today, ending with one.
First, we got to the zoo and looked at the zebras. Then we looked at the flamingos, and then we went home on the school bus.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Team 3. We have
Yeah.
600 points,
And
so
now Team 1 and Team 3 are tied for 600 points. Team 1, would you like to begin?
Giraffes for 400, please.
500.
Why do you think giraffes are the best animals in the zoo?
Giraffes have really long necks, which allow them to eat leaves at the very top of the tree, and I think that is very cool.
Thank you.
okay. So now Team 1 is in the lead with 1,100 points. So Team 2, which category would you like to pick?
Animal show 500.
Out of the two shows you have seen today, which one did you like the best and why?
My favorite show was the show with the elephants because I liked how they took a shower.
Okay, Team 1 is still in the lead.
Team 3, which category would you like to pick?
400 for eating.
For eating?
Yes.
Compare 2 foods that are available at the concession stand at the zoo.
At the zoo, there was popcorn and candy apples, and the candy apples were sweet and the popcorns were salty.
Oh my goodness, the mouse is stuck. Okay, Team 1 is still in the lead.
And for our final round, Team 1, would you want to pick again?
Going home for 300, please.
At what time we will go home?
Today, we will go home at 4 o'clock.
Okay, thank you. For 1,400 is this 14.
Okay, Team 2 and Team 3, you guys gotta try hard to get in the lead.
500 for gift shop.
Why do you value what you bought at the gift shop?
Because I like the cap that I bought because it has the logo of the zoo and it'll remind me of my trip today.
Thank you. I love how you explained what you bought, what it had on it, and how it reminded you.
Yes, very thoughtful response, and now you are in first place with 1,500 points.
Team 3.
Go home for 500.
What was your favorite part of the day and why?
My favorite part of the day was when we got to feed the giraffes with food.
And why?
Because it was very interesting to see the way that they fed them back down to eat the leaves.
Thank you.
Awesome, that was my favorite part of the day too.
So now Team 2 and Team 3 are in the lead. Do we want to do a bonus round to see which one will win?
Yes, we gotta level this off. We gotta get this competition going.
Alright, so Team 2, why don't you begin with
Oh, okay, so Team 1,
scratch that.
yeah, you are eliminated.
So
Team
you
2
did a
and
good
Team
job
3.
today. Thank
Yes,
you so much.
You did an awesome job, and your answers were very thoughtful, and I hope you have fun at the zoo.
So Team 2, what would you like to have?
500 for eating.
Why is your favorite food at the zoo better than all the other foods sold at the zoo?
My favorite food is the watermelon because it's really hot at the zoo and it helps like stop the heat and I like how it's juicy.
Okay,
Team
2,000 points.
Team 3, please pick the category.
Animal show for 400.
Compare the 2 shows you have seen today.
There was the hawk show where the hawks dance around in a circle, and then there was the elephant show where they also dance around, but the elephants were bigger than the hawks.
Good. I like how you we compared the both animals and how they both danced, but the elephant was bigger than the birds. It looks like Team 2 won with 2,000 points. Team 3 came in with 1,900 points, and Team 1 came in at 1,400 points. I hope you all had a great day at the zoo.
And you guys did an awesome job, and you all get lollipops for all of your wonderful responses today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So much.